when you were young, how many Mexicans, what was the Mexican presence like here in this community in the late 70s, early 80s?
Okay, no, it was, I mean, you know, I was here when it was, I mean, it was only two guys. It was a guy named Alfred that was Hispanic that lived on that block. You know, I mean, I was here then, you know, I just watched it all grow up.
Were there still some white people living here when you were young?
Yeah. The lady that used to live here, I forgot her name, but she used to live right on 65th. She used to do the voting poll, and she was a white lady, and she taught us how to vote. As little young kids, we used to go over there and vote, and every Wednesday she used to give us a candy bar, a sneaker, and it was a white lady lived on that block.
Now, were there any Mexican hoods around here when you were younger?
Yeah, and as I came up, you know, the F-13s, them was the ones, you know, and they was here. F-13's presence has always been around here.
Okay. What about the 18th Streets, a little bit down in the 50s?
They're across Florence, the Hoover Locos.
Yeah, the Hoover Locos are that way, but they got the 5-1 and 5-4 18s.
Well, no, I mean, when I was coming up,
I didn't really hear about it.
No, it was the F-13.
It was F-13, yeah.
I didn't know nothing about it.
Okay. Now tell me about the way the Mexican gangs, there's at least 3 or 4 that have popped up over the last, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, kind of. When I grew up, I noticed the street villains was over here, but I think it was more of a family, maybe some brothers and some nephews. And I know the Florences and the street villains used to get into it just, you know, twice a year or some shit like that. But it's never been no stronghold Southerner gang in my community, not that I know of. I just never seen it in my generation.
What block were the street villains claiming?
They were actually on my street on 66, and I think the Florences were on
They had 66.
66 too. That was the thing. So you know, I'm like, damn. They would shoot one of the bullets hitting my house one day from the corner.
Right
Yeah.
But and we occupied this area.
Yeah, we never had a problem. We've been the dominant on it.
You know, as a ghost. You know what I mean? You know, we here and we just ghost each other. You understand? You know, we know everybody, and mostly what happened was the kids that turned F-13 was kids here. You know, we watched it all develop. They was kids. They turned F-13. We know you.
Were you aware of any black guys that were banging F-13s?
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah.
My friend. Yeah, he turned F-13 right around that corner over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a different era. I heard there was quite a few black F-13s in them years.
Yeah.
I got a cousin from Florence. He's like 50-something though. But he's from 6'4", over there I was telling you, my family from 5'9" East Coast. He's from over there.
Okay. Now, other than the street villains and the F-13s, was there another Mexican set over on 65th trying to start?
Menlo Boys. They kind of.
No, they was Bonzello. They was Hispanics and blacks.
Yeah, but you know they was Southerners though. But it was blacks and.
But them was our people.
Yeah, those was our boys. Yeah. But they kind of like fizzed out a little bit, and then. You know,
what years were they out?
I would say the early '90s. The early '90s for sure.
So what about today? Like in this immediate area, from the park going down to 65th. Any Latino gang presence?
Well, the F-13s are over here, but you know this is not their stronghold.
Yeah,
it's a few of them.
Okay.
But you know they're gonna hit up everywhere.
They live in these houses.
Yeah, they live.
It's not no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a ghost. You don't even. It's no tension, no feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing.